Arrival hot takes from 0 to 100% from an Eternity Peak player. These must be good then. Squirrel Girl and Wanda are no-skill characters, and Squirrel Girl needs a desperate nerf. This is kind of facts. I mean, she's easily countered by flyers, though. So I somewhat agree, yeah, but they are pretty skillless characters. I think Squirrel Girl does take more skill than Wanda, but yeah, solid take. Dive characters aren't good, they're just annoying to go against. Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah, they're easy to counter. Miss Fantastic, Namor, Emma. Not meta in any sort of way. Yeah, it's a good take. You pick Mantis, Adam, or Ultron in 2 support comp, you're throwing. Yes! Although Adam did get buffed a lot. I'll give him credit for that, but this is pretty factual. Yeah, especially Mantis. This is emphasis on the Mantis. Yeah, don't be Ultron or Mantis. Adam is definitely the best out of these 3 for its 2 support comp, but good take. Tank is the hardest role in the game. Support is the easiest. Nope, Tank's the easiest and DPS the hardest, but I could see why you maybe think that Tank is hardest, because the, actually, no, I don't. 40%, just because a support doesn't give you a 10-second circle of immortality doesn't mean they're bad. Like, are you referring to Rocket? Because if that's so, then yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's 100% true. Rocket's almost not as good as Luna's, but I mean, he's still a solid pick. Support players' biggest... Oh, sorry, that was all capitalized, threw me off. Support players have the biggest victim complex and have a higher ego than DPS players. Absolutely not. No, I will agree that they had the victim complex, but ego, if you compare a support ego compared to a Spider-Man or Black Panther magic ego, it's not even close. I disagree with this. Support icons, to some extent, show skill. They show you've played the character long enough to know how their kit works and how to use them. This is kind of a cold take. It seems pretty obvious, but yeah, I agree. Luna is the most unbalanced character in the game. She shouldn't be able to 2-shot anyone. This is not true. No! Dude, you have to have aimbot to 2-shot with Luna. She has a burst. It's not just like a hella snipe. It's a burst of like 3 shots. You can't land 6 shots all lined up. And if you do, you deserve to get that kill. No, Luna's not crazy broken. She has a lot of counters. Hawkeye, Iron Man, Punisher, Magneto. There's a lot of things you can do to counter that ult. Plus, I mean, people can still be outside the ult too. Her ult doesn't cover the entire map. Come on, this is way wrong. She is not the most broken. No. Oh my gosh. Like, Iron Man is more broken than she is. No. 80%. If Widow was able to 1-shot, she'd be way too broken and would be a top-tier DPS in the game. That's just stupid. Of course she would be the most broken. Like, this is not 80%. This is negative 20%. This is the coldest take I've ever seen. I agree fully, but this is just stupid. Why would she be 1-shot? She would wipe out every single lobby no matter what. If she had like a 2-round mag or a 1-round mag, and she would have to reload after every shot, maybe I could see it working. And the reload would have to be extended. I could see it making sense, but yeah, with a 16-round mag, she would be busted. Emma was probably the best tank in the game when she was released. She is now mid and shouldn't be in the ban list. Absolutely not. She's not as great as she was when she was released. I do agree with that, but she's top 3 tank. No question about it. This is false. 100%. Jep is not bad. He is not a throw pick, and he is better post rework. Also is a better support than Mantis, Adam, and even Ultron. Nope. Not even close. Okay. He's better than he was after the rework because he's actually able to heal. He wasn't before. He was just a DPS, but horrible. His head hitbox is so massive, his passive doesn't even help him. Throw pick. Worst healer right next to Mantis. Horrible take. You had some solid ones. You had me going at the start, but ones that started getting hotter. And some of them were just cold takes where they weren't incorrect, but they were so obviously correct that it wasn't a hot take. It was just stating blatant facts. Overall, not the worst list I've seen. You could do better, though.